It's Tuesday, September 11th. We're gonna have a beautiful day out here in New York City.
A deafening explosion echoes through the streets of Manhattan, followed by a shower of glass and debris, a rain of death.
It looked like it was snowing.
The worst of the terrorist attacks hits the two tallest buildings in the United States. Nearly 3,000 people lose their lives. This documentary features unaired footage, clips from that fateful day that were only recently released. Old videos, but also recordings from the cockpit, from inside the burning towers, and from survivors below. September 11th, like you've never seen it before.
Sean, it's me. I just wanted to let you know I love you, and I'm stuck in this building in New York. There's lots of smoke, and I just wanted you to know that I love you always.
19 terrorists successfully hijacked 4 passenger planes.
You have the ball, boss.
The cockpit is not answering.
This video shows the rapid descent of United Airlines Flight 175 just moments before it crashes into the second tower.
That 175 was descending at an extremely rapid rate of descent, something I've never, ever seen that fast a rate of descent.
In 2022, Kevin Wesley released new footage. It captures the impact of the second plane from a previously unseen angle. A survivor recounts his experience.
I remember the entire floor just shaking, and that's when the plane went through World Trade Center 2.
Various documentaries about 9/11 include animations of the attack. Discovery arguably showed it from the worst perspective. This video shows a man in shock. His workplace was in the second tower. He just noticed how lucky he is to be alive.
This is your office?
I work on the 83rd floor of Tower 2.
Here, trapped people are waving to a helicopter for help. The chopper flies close to the tower, but it cannot get close enough to rescue them. Heart-wrenching footage shows 2 people trapped on the 107th floor. There was a scorching heat, thick smoke, and flames blocking their escape route. In this video, a man is seen trying to climb down the North Tower of the World Trade Center. He managed 9 floors before he slipped and fell. On the ground, firefighters are trying to block out the horrible, gut-wrenching sounds. The sounds of people throwing themselves from the windows. This footage captures a firefighter's reaction as a fellow citizen jumps to their death.
What are those people gonna do? All the elevators are blocked out.
The streets are littered with shards of glass. With rescuers doing their best, often without a concrete plan, there was no contingency. Nothing could have prepared them for this catastrophe. There was no such thing as 9/11 training.
A terrorist attack. I can't tell you anything more than that. I saw the plane hit the building.
Just moments before the impact on the South Tower, this suspicious ad was broadcast on CNN.
In the next 15 minutes, a crisis will begin, another will end. CNN headline news.
This video shows a man being interviewed after the impact. However, the second plane interrupts him as it crashes into the South Tower.
By now, the world was watching as flames took hold, but even then, few expected this was about to become worse, much, much worse.
A video shot by Paul Bariff captures the collapse of the South Tower. The sound was terrifying.
We're not ready to die, but it's getting bad.
Animations from various news outlets depict the moment of the collapse. This is an aerial view from a helicopter's perspective. New York firefighters Jimmy Grillo and Tyrone Johnson. Journalists interview them shortly after they manage to escape from one of the collapsing towers.
Sister, I'm okay.
The whole building just collapsed on us, inside the lobby.
Many of their colleagues didn't make it. A total of 343 firefighters lost their lives. Tourists and locals alike are in shock. They can't believe what's happening.
Whenever I saw people on the street, a lot of them were crying, a lot of them were bloody.
This shocking footage shows civilians running from the cloud of dust and debris that sweeps the street as the WTC disintegrates.
I was covered in silver, debris. I couldn't breathe.
This cloud was extremely dangerous, filled with pulverized glass, asbestos, and other carcinogenic materials. Inhaling these toxic fumes caused severe health issues, like respiratory disease and cancer.
Yeah, they couldn't let us out at the street level because it was raining concrete, steel, and bodies.
In the years following the attacks, more people actually died from these complications than there were casualties on the day of.
Still around, guys, still around.
God bless you.
These are the recordings of Tom Canavan. During the collapse, he was buried alive and narrowly escaped death. A large concrete wall fell on him, creating a safe pocket in the rubble. Others found refuge beneath the World Trade Center. There was an extensive underground system with a parking garage and a shopping mall. People sought shelter there, but even the basement levels collapsed. Only those who fled to the outer corners survived. Residents were completely and utterly shaken. Some were still asleep and awoke at the sound of the explosion. In a nearby apartment, a man filmed down from his balcony shortly after the South Tower collapsed.
I just saw the World Trade Center collapse.
The U.S. sent jets to New York to intercept the hijacked planes, but they were too late.
I got an aircraft
The staggering number of victims continues to haunt us. Nearly 3,000 people perished in the attacks, including many first responders. The terrorists forever changed New York's skyline, but the city's unyielding resilience and sense of community grew stronger than ever. Ground Zero, from the ashes of the past arose a new symbol, one of hope and strength. It stands even taller than before. The One World Trade Center, also known as the Freedom Tower, because this is what America stands for. And we will never forget